Hey now, how is everybody doing? Welcome to Red Alert Diaries with Tanya E. Hood. I'm Tanya E. Hood, a wife, a mother, and an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, it simply means I've worn a lot of different hats in my life that have helped me develop a full range of strategies and actionable steps that I've used to help my clients make a strategic impact, both personally and professionally, to have better than what life has been giving them. Red Alert Diaries is based on life lessons from my premier book, Red Alert. Is he the one? The pocket guide to finding the love of your life. And if you read my book, you already know that I got married at 21. And after 11 years of marriage, I found myself going through a divorce, having to raise my two sons alone. To reset my life and survive my divorce, I took the time I needed to get to know me better, which opened me up to new love again. So now I'm in a new marriage to the love of my life and my best friend, which just proves there is life after divorce. On this podcast, we have conversations that's real talk, marriage, divorce, money, and legacy. I want you to join me on the journey. Call 240-532-2227. That's 240-532-2227. I want this podcast to challenge your thoughts and inspire you to grow. So together, we can operate in excellence. Today, I want to share with you some principles that have helped me change my financial trajectory. Principles are really simple. They are basic laws or fundamental truths that give you insight about how to make adjustments in your life. You see, as an electrical engineer, the fundamentals of principles and the truths that they bring has been something that I truly value because it gives me the opportunity to build a foundation that I can use over and over again. The beautiful thing about principles is the consistency that exists in them. That gives you the opportunity to apply it in numerous areas over various ways. And that's something that I have done. So there are a few financial principles I want to share with you today that help me make the changes and the breakthrough. We don't often pay enough attention to them, but they are so valuable. So for those of you that are logical like I am, that like to analyze what's happening in your world, listen up. These are the things that I use that helped me clear up $35,000 worth of debt that was left to me in the aftermath of my divorce. This is how I got out of that 2-bedroom apartment and moved into my 3-bedroom townhome. This is also how I have been able to create a business that still sustains me almost 20 years later. Principles are eternal. Just like the principle of gravity is something that has existed long before we ever really recognized it was there. These are principles that have also existed, and many of them long before any of us recognize it's been there. But there are some individuals that have tapped into it. You may have heard of a few of them, those millionaires and billionaires that you often hear about in the limelight. A lot of them are using basic financial principles. So let's go over a few today so that you can apply them right now in this moment to change your financial trajectory. The first one is prepare. That's it, simply prepare. If you apply preparing what you need to do, it will give you the wisdom that you need to help you out. One of the things that you really need to be clear about is what's happening with your finances today. Do you know where your money is? Do you have any awareness about what you can do so that you can prepare a financial foundation that will sustain you? In season 1, episode 29, I gave a quick conversation about making certain that every dollar that you have has a job. I encourage you to go back and take a look at that. Listen to it over and over again so that you can get just some basic pieces from that that you can apply today that will help you change your financial outlook. The next thing that I often share, and you'll hear this there as well, create a simple financial plan. It's called a budget. It is really easy, but a budget gives you the opportunity to get a quick look about your financial situation so that you can gain some insight about what to do next, where you need to apply your money, and those areas that you need to shore up. If you are making plans to just get out of debt or start a vacation, your budget will let you know if you have to reallocate some money into a different area to move you into a better position. A budget is a pretty simple tool. And here's the next thing about it. Step two. Principle two is on action. Taking action is essential. For a lot of people, we like gathering data. You can gather as much information as you desire. And as an eternal student, I love gathering data as well. But if you never apply what you know, then it does you no good. We are in a what often is called the information age. With this time in history, you can get all the information that you need, but if you never apply it, then it's useless. So I want you to take action. You can start doing that by a simple step that I share with my clients often. You don't have to make any changes into what you're currently doing, but over the next 30 days, gather a receipt. And yes, I mean a receipt. A lot of us are using our credit cards in order for us to make it easy, or your debit cards, and those are beautiful. But lots of times you never go back and look at the statements to see what you're doing. The reason I say get a receipt is because a receipt is tangible. A receipt makes you conscious. When you have that receipt, I want you to find a place, get a container, put all the receipts over the next 30 days in that container. It does two things. First, you get to see how many things you actually purchase. Second, it gives you a quick view of what you're spending your money on. And you can easily categorize what you're doing through those receipts. As you start sorting through them at the end of that 30 days, you will find natural categories that start existing. You'll see transportation or entertainment, household needs, various things like that. And I mean, get a receipt for everything, even if it's a pack of gum. That will give you what you truly have as clarity for the small pieces, because for a lot of individuals, you don't need more money. You just need to redirect the money that you have to put you into a better position. So let's take the time to start working on that now. The next thing I want you to do is see what existing resources are. That's a principle. There are things that automatically exist in our world that you can tap into. For those individuals that don't want to buy expensive products, you can simply go on the internet, research budget templates. There are several that you can use. Find the ones that are easier for you to use at this time. Because of the variety that exists, and depending on what it is you're truly looking to do, you can find a template that you can easily modify. Those categories that you found when you had your receipts, start putting those categories in that template. Once you complete that task, it gives you a quick snapshot of where you currently stand on a financial position. And you can use that budget as a projection tool to leverage what you want to do in the future. For individuals that have software, there's a lot of people that already have Microsoft products or use a Mac. Those platforms already have systems in place to help you. For Microsoft, you have Word and Excel. Inside of each of those products are templates that have already been generated, and I love them because they make it really simple and easy, and it gives you a quick, simple format. For those of you that are using Mac, look at your pages and your numbers templates. When you select new, you can select the new template and it will give you the ability to find what you need. And if you're an individual that doesn't have any of that or any access to any of those resources or downloads, here's something that has worked for centuries. Get a pencil and a piece of paper. Create columns, put your categories, write it down. Whatever you do, take the action that you need to apply what you're learning, and that will support you in getting where you need to be next. And here's the final principle I want to share with you today. Partnerships. Partner with someone. Find someone that can help you do the things that you want to get done. We don't often pay enough attention to the fact that there are some resources that may be readily available in your inner circle. If you find someone that has some things that you desire, sit down with them, ask them what they're doing, and you can glean some insight from that. But if you're an individual like me that didn't have a lot of individuals that you can go into within your network, find one. There are financial advisors. You can get some assistance from coaches. You can find various means of people that are readily available to share their knowledge. You get a lot of information on podcasts just like this that you can tap into to support you. And for those of you that are joining me on Clubhouse, you are already aware that we have entered into several spaces where you've gained some insight that you can quickly use. There is a wealth of knowledge, and I have met some amazing people on that platform that have helped me tap into some other things that I can do to change my financial trajectory. My desire is always to give you something that you can tap into. And for those that have reached out to me and let me know that you're looking for a little bit more in the course that I currently provide, I have expanded an element of that course that will help you eliminate conflict quickly. And for a lot of people, your finances is devastation that you need to quickly eliminate. I want you to know that I'm expanding that. So look forward to some future announcements that I'm going to make because I'll be rolling that out soon that will give you insight how you can quickly eliminate conflict in various areas of your life, including your finances. And so for today, if you don't remember anything else that I have shared, here's the one thing I want you to know. Prepare to take action. The action that you take, you will often find there are resources readily available that you can tap into. And if they aren't readily available, search for them, find them. You can always get what you desire when you are ready to receive. And if you're looking for someone to partner with you along the way, find a coach, find an advisor, find someone that you know can be a support system to you. You do not have to do this alone. And as many of you are already fully aware, I have a basic belief that the only reason we exist on this planet is to help one another. So find someone because you were never designed to do this alone anyway. And if you're looking for someone to join you on the journey, feel free to reach out to me. Go to my website, tanyaehood.com. There you can click under the Work With Me tab to see the various ways that we can work with one another. And if you're on Clubhouse, you can join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Red Alert Diaries room so that we can continue this conversation or we can start a new one. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.